The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Come on, guys, let's go.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On the run, Dunbar. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. When you're down early, how do you get get back in the game, maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On second down now, Dunbar, and he's going to be taken down right at the line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now with Dunbar. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away, and now it's down to a 1-score game.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. First down, Murray. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he'll air this one out for Kirk. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down. This is complete to Hawkins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Being chased out left, and he'll just get rid of it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing again, Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, Oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Come on.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second and 8. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity.
Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught at the 7. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
forced out to his left. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Going for the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, to be frank, CD, this is... Getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator might.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
A final shot before half from Murray. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh, that's Smith, a nice catch. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And this This is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point up and through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Robert Tonyan,
his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
On first down, Dunbar. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
We've called a lot of gains, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
They'll run again here with Dunbar. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
4 yards remain for second down.
Now Murray. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Murray. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, it's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll keep it on the ground. Dunbar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll run on first down. Dunbar. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st down, Dunbar. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Steps away to his left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Come on. Let's go, defense.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion. Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Second down and goal. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 120 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Dunbar. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. The kicker on for the extra point. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's... And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken on the field. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Check 3. Hey, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the...